There are two ways. One way is through walking on the steps. That is one way. Another way is through the bus route. So Kamba Ramayana also speaks about Tiruvengadam and different places in Tiruvengadam. Let us see the route, walking route. How to reach to Tiruvengadam. It starts with Sripada Mandapam. That is Alipiri. That is a place where Lord Venkateshwara's holy feet is imprinted on a stone. And there is a nice story behind it. Tirumala Nambi used to teach Ramayana to Ramanujar. Ramanujar learned Ramayana from Tirumalai Nambi, that is Shailapurna, his own uncle, mother's brother. Every day he used to come and teach. His Madhyana Seva, once they were discussing about Ramayana, he forgot about the Madhyana Seva and he felt very bad. He felt himself very guilty that I could not do Seva for Lord properly. At that time, Lord says that when you get down, O Tirumalai Nambi, I also walk behind you. Because even I want to hear Ramayana from you. And that is a place where Ramanujar and Tirumalai Nambi, they got Ram, Lakshman, Sita Vigraha from some Vaishnavites who were coming there. Actually, there was a Brahmin who was worshipping these deities for a long time because of some Muslim attacks and all. He just gave these deities to these Vaishnavites, and these Vaishnavites handed over these deities to Tirumalai Nambi, that is Shailapurna and Ramanuja. And they installed these deities in the temple. So Lord said that I walk behind you. I like to hear Ramayana from you. Prabhu Ram himself appeared there in the form of the deities. And then what is the proof? He said, my imprints will be there. My footprints will be there. So that is how the footprints of Lord Venkateshwara is imprinted on the stone. And then when you walk ahead, there is a boulder which is known as Talayera Gundu. So one has to touch the boulder, it is said. The belief is if you touch that stone, you will be free from all the headache and all the body pain while climbing up the hill. That is why everyone touches that boulder. That is known as Talayeru Gundu. So this marga is known as Sopana Margam. Walking path is known as Sopana Margam. And by foot one has to cover 7 miles. But devotees have to cross several hills in this. The first hill is very steep. And many times we have walked. This time we went through the bus. Actually, not even the bus. we took our cars. So many times we have walked through this hill. And this margam is known as Sopana Margam. The first hill is known as, in the first hill, there is a nice structure. It is known as Gali Gopuram. And now when a person reaches Gali Gopuram, it is actually 3,000 feet above sea level. It was built by a very great king, Matli Kumar Ananda Raja. So in this way, the devotee walks ahead. When he looks behind, he can see Kira Tirupati, down Tirupati, Tirchannur. He can see many temples in Tirupati, Tirchannur. You have Alamelumanga, that is Padmavati Tayar temple. He can see Alipiri because he's now up, na? He can see Alipiri. And in this way he walks. Now the walking is difficult. When there is a difficult ascent, and that is known as Mokkalakonda. Moyangala Modichu. Moyangala Modichu means fold your legs and walk on the knees. Morankal means walk on the knees. Mudiche means you have to fold. And these are the knee bend breakers. That is why Mudiche. Morankala Mudiche, knee breakers. It requires enormous efforts to climb. And then when you walk this Morankala Mudiche, that is also known as Mukkalakonda, you'll find a small mandapam. And there is a temple of Ramanujar there on the top only when you are walking. It is also known as Bhashyakara Sannidhi. In this place, they got the deities of Ram, Lakshman, Sita. Then further you have to walk. Then you have Ghanta Mandapam. Now that Ghanta is not there. There's a big bell. It is said when the midday Naivedyam for Tiruvengada Lord is not Lord is known as Tiruvengada Tiruvengadam is the Tirumala. Lord over there is known as Tiruvengada When Naivedyam is to be offered, they used to ring this bell. And the sound is to be so loud. And again, when you remove the offerings, what you do? Again, you ring the bell. Only after hearing this bell, there was a great devotee. His name was Sri Ranganatha Yadavaraya. He was the local chief. Then only he used to take his local meal. Sorry, his daily meal he used to take. Only after the bhoga is removed. How to understand bhoga is removed? The priest is removing. How a person can understand? This sound is to be heard by the priest, and then first while offering, then by removing. After removing only, practically in whole of Tirumala, this sound is to come. Then only Ranganatha used to take. There was a great devotee used to take his daily meal. Then proceeding ahead, one reaches Tirumala. That is the journey's end. So Tirumala is known as Kaliyuga Vaikuntham. Kaliyuga Vaikuntham. On the way only you have Atiram Baba Samadhi also. So in this way, this is a great experience actually. Walking is a great experience. We have walked many times. This time we did not dare to. Because time short also was there. We could not do this time. Or walking is really a great experience. You have so many small temples which comes. You do kirtan, bhajan. And then when it comes to Morankal Mudichu, walking on the steep rock, that itself is a very great experience. Now let us see the path which we took this time. And that is known as Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam. Buses go in that walk, in that route. There is one ghat, there is second ghat. And this journey itself is also very exciting. It is said it has 52 hairpin bends. 52. And when one reaches Tirumala, he feels that he has come very near to Lord. That itself is a great experience. Sometimes one is unfortunate to go inside the temple, but still he is so fortunate that he has reached Kaliyuga Vaikuntham. The hill itself is so fortunate. The moment you reach Tirumala, Tiruvengadam, that itself is a fortune. So Sthala Mahatmaya of this temple is there in Venkatachala Mahatmaya. And then we know that in 10 Puranas, Padma Purana, Garuda Purana, Varaha Purana, Brahma Purana, Markandeya Purana, Vamana Purana, Brahmottara Purana, Kanda Purana, Aditya Purana, Bhavishattara Purana. Beautifully, Tiruvengadam has been glorified. Tiruvengadam is known in different ways. Different names are there for Tiruvengadam. One name is Chintamani. Chintamani is the most precious stone. Most precious stone. So one of the name of Tirumalai is Chintamani. Then another name is, there are many names, one we'll see, one by one. Gyanadri. Gyanadri. Because this place is the essence of all the knowledge and it gives enlightenment to the devotees. This place is also known as Tirthadri. It has 1008 tirthas. Tirtha means the water body, which is celestial. Celestial water body. How many are there? 1008 celestial water bodies. It is also known as Pushkaradri. Pushkaradri. Pushkara means lotus. There are so many lotuses growing in this tank. This place is also known as Dharmadri because Dharma Devata, Dishtir Maharaj's father is Dharma Devata, that is, Yamaraj is also known as Dharma Devata. He has performed a lot of austerities here. In one place also it is said, Yudhishthir Maharaj is also known as Dharma, Dharmadri. Dharma is a personification of Dharma, Dharmaputra. He has also performed austerities here. This place is also known as Kanakadri. Why? Because a lot of gold and precious stones are available in this hill. This hill is full of gold and precious stones. Alvar's Pasurams contains these descriptions and how this hill is full of precious stones. This hill is also known as Narayanadri because there was a Brahmin whose name was Narayana. He did a lot of tapasya here and Lord blessed him. Lord appeared to him and blessed him. This hill is also known as Vaikunthadri because this hill has been brought by Garuda from Vaikuntha. That is why this place is known as Vaikunthadri. This place is also known as Simhachalam because this is the range, Simhachalam, this is the range, full range is known as Simhachalam. Because Lord Narsimha appears and kills Hiranyakashipu to protect his great devotee Bhakta Prahlada. This is also known as Anjanadri. We visited Anjanadri. This is the place where Anjana, the mother of Hanuman, did severe penance. This place is also known as Varahadri because Lord took the form of boar, Varaha, and rescued Bhumi Devi from the depth of the ocean when Hiranyaksha threw her. That is how this place is known as Varahadri. This place is also known as Nilagiri because Nila Vanara stays here. This place is known as Venkatadri. Ven means to burn. Vengadam refers to unlimited wealth. It also refers to the killing of the sins. So Vengadam means wealth. This place is full of wealth. Venkata means also once sins are completely killed or burnt. This place is also known as Srinivasagiri because Lord appears as Srinivasa and marries Tayar. That is Padmavati Tayar. This place is also known as Kridadri or Anandadri Lord plays here. There's a sporting hill. There's a sporting hill for the Lord and the residents of Vaikuntha. This place is also known as Sri Shaila. Sri Shaila. Lakshmi resides in this hill and she gives prosperity to the devotees. So, in this way, there are many names for this hill, but most prominently in different yugas, what it was called. In Satyuga, it was called as Vrishachalam or Vrishabhadri. In every yuga, this name was prominent. Among all the names, it was prominent. Vrishabhadri or Vrishachalam. In Treta Yuga, it was Anjanadri. Ram appeared, na Prabhu Ram. Anjanadri. In Dwapar Yuga, it was Sheshachalam or Sheshadri or Sheshachalam. In Kali Yuga, it is known as Venkatadri or Venkatachalam. So, in this way, in different yugas, the names have been. So, let us see in Krita Yuga why this why this hill got the name of Krita Yuga means Satyuga. Why this hill got the name as Vrishachalam or Vrishabhadri. There was an Asura. His name was Vrishabhasura. He lived in this hill and he was a great devotee of the Lord. But somehow he was keeping his Asura gunas also. He was devotee also. At the same time, Asura gunas also were there. It is said he did a lot of tapasya in Tumbura Tirtha. There is a one Tirtha which is known as Tumbura Tirtha. He did a lot of tapasya there. And how was his tapasya? Very ugra tapasya. He used to cut his head, offer it to Perumal every day along with a flower. And the cut head would rejoin his body. So, like this, he did for 5,000 years. 5,000 multiplied by 365. That means, just imagine. Every day he used to cut his head, offer with a flower to Lord. Again, that head will join. Such ugra tapasyas only demonic people do. So then, but Lord is for everyone. Samoham sarva bhuteshu. Lord appeared before him and asked him to choose a boon. Hey, what is a boon? He asked. I want to fight with you, Lord. That too directly I want to fight with you. So no problem. You can fight. Already Lord has appeared and Lord's glance has given him moksha. Already Lord has killed him. But killed him means he has already attained salvation. But then Lord was smiling at this strange request. And then he agreed to fight. So there was a fight between Perumal and his own Bhakta. He is Bhakta also, no? And all the Devas, they have assembled to see this unusual sight where Lord is fighting with his own Bhakta and Bhakta is fighting with Lord. And this took place for 7 days. At the end now, Lord thought, let me release Sudarshan. So that is how the Sudarshan Chakra was sent to kill this Asura. So this Asura saw the Sudarshan Chakra coming that moment. He understood now the end has come. Immediately he says, oh Lord, let this hill be named after me. That is why you have Vishabhadri and Janadri. Like this, names are there for this hill, 7 hills. So then Lord granted this request. So what is the proof for this? Brahmanda Puranam is the proof. Because there should be a proof for the Leelas which Lord has done. So Brahmanda Purana speaks about it. This hill is known as Anjanadri in Treta Yuga. It said Kesari, the father of Anjana. Kesari was a very great Shiv Bhakta. And then he asked for an immortal son. Lord Shiva told, "You will get, but not son, grandson. Through your daughter, you will get a son." Now, the daughter got married. Her husband's name also is Kesari. That is why Kesari Nandana you say. Kesari is also grandfather's name. So, in this way, she got married to Kesari. And they did not have child for a long time. So, the Anjana, she went to Vrishabhadri, that is Tirumala, Tiruvengadam, which is also known as Vrishabhadri. She did a lot of tapasya, she prayed to Perumal, and she stayed close to Akashaganga. In the Tirtham, you will come to know Akashaganga. She stayed close to Akashaganga and started her penance. Every day, Vayu Devata used to come and give her flowers, give her fruits, one fruit every day. That is why Hanuman is also known as Vayu Putra. Every day, Vayu used to come to give one fruit. So, in this way, the child is born and is known as Vayu Putra. This child looks so beautiful. Golden monkey, golden face, red lips. And while birth itself, he has a sacred thread. So one day he saw the sun and mistook it to be a wonderful fruit, a red fruit, and he sprang to catch it. So all the devatas, they are very much worried. So Brahma rushes, everybody rushes to Brahma, then Brahma rushes to protect the sun. So what he did was, he struck this child with Brahma Dandam. And then the heat of the sun and the power of Brahma Dandam, the child fainted because of it and fell down. The child fell down. The mother is thinking, the immortal son was born to me. How is it that he is dead? Then they hear a celestial voice, a celestial sound, that the son is not dead. He will never die. In fact, he would live forever to protect the devotees, as promised by Lord Shiva to Kesari, that is your father. So in this way, Brahmaji assured that in future no weapon will hurt him. And all the devatas also, they came and they blessed this child. Then Brahmaji gave this name, this hill name where Anjana, Mother Anjana performed the penance as Anjanadri. And she performed this penance for 7,000 years. And the child is also known as Anjaneyam. You have the song Anjaneyam Madipatalananam Kanjanatri Kamaniya Vigraham Parijata Tarmulavasinam Bhavayami Bhavananandanam Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Hridayamastaganjalim Bhaspavari Paripurnalocanam Marudi Manamadaraksha मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमदां वरिष्ठं वादात्मजं वानरुद्धमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये. So in this way, today we saw about the names of Tiruvengadam, different names of Tiruvengadam. Tiruvengadam, the name of Venkatachalapati, Srinivasa. And also we saw the story behind Vrishabhadri, which is the name given in the Krita Yuga, Anjanadri, which is the name given in Krita Yuga, Sheshadri is the name given in Dwapar Yuga. And in this way, Venkatadri, which is the name given in Kali Yuga. About these stories, about the Leelas behind this, we'll be seeing in the next class, that is tomorrow. Brahmanda Purana is the source for Brahmanda Purana. Brahmanda Purana, Brahmaji himself giving the Puranas. So Brahmanda Purana is the evidence. Edugondalawada, Venkataramana, Govinda, Govinda. So here we stop. Store these classes so that when you go next time to Tirupati, you can remember these names, because we don't do it occasionally. Sometimes we don't do it always. Sometimes we do. That is why these names are a little difficult. But these classes will help us so that next class we can. And so in the next visit, even our small children also can know. So Jai Shri Mataji can note down all this. Teach to us small little kids also, children also. Gurukul boys were appreciated everywhere. So everywhere they sang Brahma Samhita, then they sang Vishnu Sahasranamam. Most of the places people were like respecting them, Chinnaswami, Chinnaswami. So we got wonderful darshan because of all the support of all the devotees. Hare Krishna. Manchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo नमः. वैष्णवृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय.